Hi, I'm Joshua Arduengo. I teach psychology here at Collin College, and one of the things that I like about the Turnitin feature on Canvas is that it's much simpler for the students to upload their assignments and other things. If you've ever used Turnitin through their main website, it's a little bit cumbersome to get assignments and instructions on how to get students into that course. So Canvas has really streamlined this process and made Turnitin very easy to use. And I want to show you that.
All right, so what we're looking at here, this just happens to be my homepage for my online course, and what I'm going to do is click over here on assignments to create a new assignment, and you can see that I have many different modules and assignments here. So I'll go up and this is just for practice here, so I'll create an assignment at the top right, and we can name this assignment 1. And really the important piece here, if we scroll down, you can see submission type, and if you do this drop down menu, sometimes it'll say no submission. So if you go down and click online, and then we click file uploads, and what you see when you have that selected, you get a little pop-up here that says plagiarism review, and you can click on this drop down menu and you see Turnitin. So you can click there, and now a whole bunch of other options pop up, and you can select where you want the plagiarism detector to kind of compare to. So we have store submissions in, and so you can say do not store the submitted papers, but I always have them store them into the repository, and then you can have them compare it. Where do you want it to compare it to? So student repository. You want it to compare website content and periodicals, journals, and publications. I select all of these. I typically don't exclude anything. And one of the nice features is this one right here. Turnitin will do a grammar check for the student, so you can have it look at different kinds of dictionaries, and you can choose spelling and grammar, usage, and mechanics. So whatever you kind of like, this is good for the student to get feedback on their writing. So you can choose to use that as well. So Turnitin is really good because you get obviously a comparison report. The student can see whether or not their paper or their submission has a high comparison with other submissions, and it just makes this process much easier than going through Turnitin's website. So this is all internal and very, very quick and easy, so that's why I like it. And don't forget, make sure you save your assignment. Speed grader. Okay, so this is one of my projects that since I teach psychology, it's about classical conditioning. You can see that here. But what's important for you on Turnitin, you can look up at the top right up here where my cursor is. And this particular submission has a 3% overlap with something in Turnitin's repository. So once we click on that, we can now see what is it that is overlapping with the repository. And so as you can see here, I've asked my students to provide page numbers as citations, and so they're not plagiarizing here in the traditional sense of plagiarism, but it is detecting some overlap with the textbook that we currently use. So this isn't what we would submit to the Dean of Students for plagiarism, but you can see if it were plagiarism, it would be easily detected. So you can scroll down and see there. Now, if you want, you can click on this button and it will give you an overview of the kind of the papers that are overlapped, and so you can see 12% for one paper, and so other students have used these quotes before.